And in trying to introduce him, I just want to, who of you realized that while Miriam was introducing him, there was some disturbance, isn't it? You saw. And that disturbance was coming from him. In fact, second thing is that a colleague whose name shall not be mentioned attempted to go and greet him. I was just told the story when I came. So apparently he was busy offending. What is offending? Sniffing. Yeah, but sniffing is the act. But I'm talking the it's snuff. Okay, offender. So then he was busy with it, and then the men came to greet him, and his response was, he didn't greet him back. He looked at him and said, I didn't kill Angaka. So he's a very difficult man. But if you are not careful, you would think that he's rude. You would think that he's rude, but he's very particular as a cultural activist. History has taught and has understood, we are informed that he is born in an activist family. His father was known as one of the pioneers of Nanso, particularly in the north. He's known for that. But one of the things that he have managed to do, which is a disease that many people have not managed to do, is that this over-reliance on the history of their parents. Who of you applied to be born by your mother? You know, like you make an application of birth, I want this person to be my mother. Nobody does. Okay? So it's a mere coincidence that your father is a professor. It's a mere coincidence that my son, I'm a political scientist, he have nothing to do with it. But most of you, if your father is a businessman, you think that you can run all over people. If your mother is unemployed and doesn't amount for anything, you think it's not worth mentioning her name, as if you have anything to do with it. You don't have anything to do with it. So instead of just relying on the heroism of his father, he was able to craft a chapter for himself. So most of you don't know his father, but you know him. That's a serious achievement. People, yeah, my father when he was young. Can you imagine the guy is 40? Eh? So my father when he was young, he was fighting for. So that is Papa Shikongeni. Very difficult. Maybe also the best example we can say is a cultural activist. So when he says Yandinu Kirwanga Ushkuchombuga is a it has a symbolic meaning. It means you don't just. There might be consequences if you just jump on top of it. You don't just do that. But something that is quite interesting is that there are young men and women with talent and energy that are graduating in the College of Art. And they are graduating and they get formal qualification. The last time I checked, Papa Shikongeni does not have a formal qualification. Last I checked. Maybe things have changed, but last I checked, he doesn't. He's a lecturer without a qualification. I don't think. And don't make a mistake. I'm not saying go to UNAM and teach political science. Like I hear now, the Swapo school, there's a certificate in political science, something like that. But it's unique. You don't do that. It's uniqueness that many people realize that no, we need to actually have this person doing something that is of particular significance. He's also an artist. Most of the Andonga natives, apart from the death of after Ngulanjebo, Petrus Amakali, and the late Hans Nampuya, the rest of us has been completely useless. We have never written, because can you imagine we are going to have that Ngulanjebo back again. We continue to celebrate him. But it's such a serious shame. Why are you clapping hands? Such a serious shame for the Andongas to be celebrating people who are 70 as great authors. What happened to young men and women who are 30, 40, 50? So that's future tense, insignificant. So, but he was is one of the artists that keeps the memories, the cultures, and the customs alive. Where? Through art and music. He has about 7 albums. Listen to that. Because songs are always going to be there. You die, radio energy will continue playing the songs. So he's able to do that. So I thought I would share with you just this aspect of a cultural activist who have successfully managed to combine with a historian. And what I don't like, particularly when people describe Dr. Sylvester, is merely from a museum perspective. They forget. I think by the time I came to UNAM, he was living as an important and brilliant historian. Dr. Shiweda, who was here, his PhD was supervised by him. And maybe we need to find a way to bring him back to the history department. It's a brilliant combination. We hope that we are able to do something significant. So see yourself as part of history. Seeing lecturers without formal qualification, I don't think it will ever happen. The rest of us are all useless. I don't think there's anybody who deserves to teach our children without a qualification. It's only one, Papa Shikongeni. Thank you.
After the break, we're going to have the best part, whereby you are able to interact, say as you want. Here, we don't have any limitations. What you want to say, how you want to say it. Ask questions, input. The only limitation is time. We must manage time. We try to be out here just a little bit past 8. If you are very excited and you want to continue, it's fine. But we are very cautious in terms of time. We all have responsibilities. Now, before I give over to our authors, there is going to be a brief but very, very significant hatuhanjo kamiteke kashona kamitoko kashuma nale nengo kamitoko hatu kapeko mati wetinandeli tunga ekanjo ya Shikongeni.
Good evening. Mararapa. Before I start my poem, my apologies if my words or anything that is written within this content it offends anyone. The poem, I will not describe it in any sense. It's for you to accept it, filter it, and decide what you get from it. It's titled Once. Once we fought, once we died, once we cried, once blood was shed for those we called heroes. Once there was no hope, no freedom, and no choice of survival. But then came a cry, one from Mother Africa to her daughter Namibia. One that walked the Namib desert, that made our people roar for freedom. Soon after our people danced for their freedom, embraced the melodies to their survival. Leaders were born to shape our future. Ubuntu was created to show that we are united. And then the drums began. The drums of victory, the drums of life, the drums of the Namibian people make shape of their future. We started to learn the beautiful taste of uhuru. We soon learned how to live with the different cultures, soon learned how to forgive all but forget none. Our stories will be told, stories of the brave, stories of the blood that waters our freedom. We learned how to stand together, even those that hurt us most. We learned the beauty of Harambe, we learned the beauty of independence. We are Namibian, made of mixed race, but bonded together by colonial blood. Or we were Namibians. When we had the same desire, freedom. When we had the same desire, freedom. But now we are in chains. Chains created by our own people. Names shall not be said, but whispers will be heard. Because Africa was a queen amongst all continents. But because of her own offspring that is filled with corruption and greed, she is now cut down from the roots and made to kneel and beg in front of those that have no shame, in front of those that have already made her shame. Once Namibia was at war, and our people fought for future generations to capture the beauty of a rainbow. And now they fight to see her destruction. I thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Umwatokera kwa mukantu. Umwatokera kwa nombiri. Yeah. Opali ne tapukopiwa nuwa mbaeshi Ndasuunje ishikushita Shikongo ya Shikongeni. Ngadilanyo ishikushita Ndasuunje ya Shikongeni. Unyo wasuunye yokashikushipota yotashikongo tashimongo. Ngai mweno ngate kwa shwela shanu konanti. Onkuta ko meme kezimo kwa shira tatu kaka imbita na mbere. Otate nga ukwanamba. Wakagumbi akadhiru kama simba kadona yitikinene. Otate yazimezi moja mwa wanashiro. Antu yawa. Namukemba muri mpano awa mbo ma mwidina shasho muri mesimbo ja somi na politika. Ya omwalumbura kuchonga ije ngayo mbuga ndazimo mbizi ya mbuga kuchani na ndiharane ndishitambeko pambepo ya shishiwa ombepo ya kwataje ya mbuga ndekupandula ngwa yawa nderitu okwa alushu balusho mubashi ino kwaje kwa alushu ya ondakhala muziminenje poshashi ngaye uhandiwa likana pashimbua ya ndimo ndapo dasoka naganje kaitamo mondapo ngapo ndira nduro ndapo shwambo ne mwashidi mwanji Kongo yomo mlonga evi no shipe osho Kongo yo ndudu no miti zo midi Kongo yo mefuta no muliro wano omwatate onshitiro nganje okuunekera omutima wanje omadhiladhilo ganje omwenyo gwanje meni lushitwe wanje mu nduve omayivo ganje gokomwenyo gwashitiramo tate onshiti omayambeko ganje gombepo yushitwe longanje okuyinekera unongo onkalamwenyo opo ndivule okuya musindano no mwamilandu zombepo yanje nokuhora ushitwe shuvulise umbada wanje opo ndende momisika ndoka mwende nare okuku omandengu onihale bampingana mwende nare ose akutaku Hendrik Westboy Jacob Morenga mwende Samuel Maharero ota mwende okukumba ya nare toibo Karunga ngayo kana komehoe na tutafika hapa ndere katushitushi ndere ngwetu pa ombepo njituna tuli pakanena tandi mpandulile mboka yahogolola nengo yakutha ombinga opo yakale atulapo oshituthi shikashonena shomambo yakwetu paive ndisho hamu ikongeleka so twali hatu ikomambo ashiti omambo oshiima shasimana nondapandula kwa mboka yashitotopaka shashi mushitwe wetu paife otwapumbwa okukala tatulesha ondjokonona yashangwa kaantu yoyene yuushitwe wa Namibia Ndemana po ethimbo lyoye tate Kalunga oshitwe nogwelu nevi shashi oshinali shili momutima nomitima dhayakwetu yeli mpano ombili oonjoka ndahamuti ameni tancha ameni tseka tudhishi natukutumbeni opuna eyoroko okuindila nokugalikana Oombale Dhi Ihaka otacha anuwa the bond that cannot be broken ngate burwashi weza andipo pyando ukirira palm leaves that are locked ukirira Oombale Dhi Ihaka tashikucha is palm leaves locked shimashaha kwa yashiteka Moshingilisha shashomwanye ngwa kerongo osho tamutaku otaku yalo bepo weimono na piotiloro otakulile pige ngetindishi embondino otalipopi uyamba wantu mboka aliaisana ambo yezi moja ndongo na mucha ndonga so ndongo ndongoro ndongo ndongo mpa Oombale Dhi Ihaka Ndava tuli nenange. Oombale Dhi Ihaka. Ndongo Poetic. Mwahali na Ihaka. Nembondi no itarikari nalipopu wange nalipopu wakucha ondongo Poetic. Shasho omathano ngogeli monka ni menka etu beaho ihongwamo iliko somi omvuro dhingi dhapitapo ndero Poetic. Ini meheli membonzo no ini mailiko somi omvuri natuvala nanga ete bwimpani nevalwa ndere okoiri shashi ambugantu omandego muziro agatema ndilonga batashiro shandonga nangora. Otatu pandura tate Jeremy osaniko kwetitumbura nali chacho charu dendishi omukhori khorerwa no mwaro wakatirigana mwaro wa ate ubindukire khoreke ka mwaro wa chacho mwakari utirigane nushitwa akarunge kushitwa ka upungurure ukare wafamba yerere neraka waka uchipungurure washitwanga jokarunga anomo mbare muno shingirisa no shimbuga ntu kwendonga ndere omuna marakaga mwega turwamo shashi omwali muna oya kweto professor mbata translator mwamikiswanga no shkwanyama twita nini jwembondo nina lipa manga ngwe noriresha teha kucha shaweliresha nabwo otomo no moshimwe ndoto shipukurura embo yalipu somo Oombale Dhi Ihaka ndino otweli ningire mbondi no molwa shoka opo Namibia nuuyuni ushitwe yakale shikucha nani okwali kwakala ondonga tairerwa kuna hambo mandonga kayone kambangura bono kamuyashi mushakuza kune tundu nemburungo lya wedhandishi bono yala kwandirwa tango ndero handiti onkwandirwa ngayo tango wa ndonga pambepo yanje ona ngombe ya mangundu shaso yashita Aawambo tahali na tuhara no mutara ndishimu yakwe ni bya mwahamurandure omwambo kwazi munango bya mangundu tashi argument oyenji ongutu so mebo muno otampopiwa no maendo ga kwanirwa yesi thokhoni kutse Namibia oshosha kwatiramo ndonga otuneni omaendo ningo ombira zo kuku yenimba mukwata mba muri nena ndero tagateka poka gishitagashi anotamira mtu ashikepa skrade university de yotamira moshika nono muno kamwa punguru ni mao nyoko kurusha shithimo ndono kali no kuhuma komeho mutanhumu kwa pirama ndai murenga ka mbepo ya pepa tashiti onona kwiwa ko mungura mukama mona kucha omaendo ngeageri moka wo kuku yonale wo maiti na kadhikwa wo danangolo dantenya wipindi wifupiano ipadi akute ipindi kupi aitindire mehekevi ezimoja kwa nkara shawe ntala nao kwa fa ya China acho jano Buddha nguya mukangwa taraka China kagali kanu tarenyano ne punda jai otasti oneona kwiwa mukare mwapungurura omaendonga kamuganinge nawa opo tamuti cultural tourism opo mukare tamuningi wone tourism amoshingirisa no moshuambo tourism mosha kongi aenda njira shani ngoina njira uri na wao aje ya toro kelenje gawa awani kare ko pejira kashimo ankata konji saini makaya muina katushina shaso peshe tirwa ka kwirongo no membo muno otamulomo omasano Rakwanira amepomba yera kwatwa omafesa rakwanirwa. Atushi ifesa ndishi. Tamuturane mbera pifamuche mafano saziko mafano mbera isi. Dai fano wati fano razile. Oshifesa shontu. Mota monika ishewe mbika ihorikene kanya shapefe shashima punguru waka somi. Ombepo ya asisi. Imenka yafatulwa nare ko mwameme wo kwanya mangwari papa yo hacha anu apatriga na no wife tate kurungwani mpano kwacha anu bluetooth amuhemba mwaza mpano ojeta burukutundi amukurenje amukurori mwembara ne omwazi montu nengo mwazi pambepo ta na yuno na mulafate kubangu nengo iwi hakamu yare kanza. Are you a spirit or are you human? Which one is first?
I think spirit.
Both are funyukera. Skora adopa. Happy repo. Spirit. Se ombepo opo iningo mtu. So embondi no ombepo yo kukumba eriko yariko opotuninga atunena. Shaso hamuzi moshingirisa intangible. Not tangible and intangible. Umazimo mbepo. Ya antwe biari. Anonembondi no ombepo. Ngawakareshi ni mande toni ngo mahwilili juva kwala. Kajarepu okulishanga chasobe tunamona Kriste. Chapurota tembatwali nao. Shizimu Kriste tacha mbili pagani. Ngate chupagani ngwe mwene tu. Kanugota kastanyo pagani chaso lude gini. Yo yashitinji. Itairo ndi muitaire. Kapuna onlude pagani. Ke onlude kwa ine itairo jai. Na muno Martina alotale notati. She amomon moambo. Opala narantu ena. Omfi wakaro na muti ndishino religena. Opala nare awambo ine itairo. Karunga kalanga panando kashipo. Umondina lazima mlango bila mangutu. Amakwa niro ehembo nota mupopi muno. Oshoni menkambiri muno. Ni hongwa tiri muno. Ihongwa mwa. Nunkuru ngumburi muno. Ni fetha nembiri muno. Oyazi maantu hakutua andonga. Yazi munangope. Ni hakumana pwethimbo jeni. Shashonda harombe pweni yewene. Mupurombe ponji mahara. Ndafikwa tu anarekonsane. Keke humu amanguruka. Ucho apuro kavivi oshikekero kavivi. Pura wala. Kavivi omuka shindushi. Umekavina ndaruka. Okavivi omekavina. Ndafimwavina mfi wakaro weni mwene. So, lino omfiguru wakaro. Tate Shiriwa. I was only saying what is in this book in the summary, in the empty summary, the summarizer. It is a short history from the Ondongo people, although you call them Ondonga. This book cannot be here without Nangombe Amangundu, the one that we have believed have given birth to the Vambo people, all the Vambos, not only Ondonga. So their spirit is what is here with us. And they are poorer than question. Are you a spirit or a human? Some they say spirit, some say both. So I said we are a spirit because we came from intangible, two bodies. So he's going to speak about the spirituality and the so-called that they call people witchy things. Almost witch. Me, I tell them, if you are saying it's a witchcraft, it's just a spelling that Yoba, you people you have written the languages. It's only that you don't hear it very carefully. Witchcraft.
you wish to craft an art. So they just misinterpret it. Because that is what craft means. Like the brother said, they write a book is art, and art is craft. That's why university, they only say fine art because you're Africans, you are craft, that's why you are not accommodated. So you are the ones to change the university. Don't say true. What are you doing? It's you. The problem is us ourselves who cannot change the system. You know it, but what are you doing about it? Stand up and say we want to know our things in the university too. Craft people. So you can have baskets and you have clay pots. Opomuka muna iyuma osho imbare. Umorashike. Opo uno na weni batulimpa. Ukakarewe musimaneka mongura. Ongere mwapungurura. Uidonga. Yeah. Tatiku chakungao legacy. Ongere washenje. When you do a change in the society, that's legacy. It's not if you just have too lot of money. Aye. The legacy is to change, to be enabled that the next generation can be your investment. Shamwa pungurura, ona kuya njite yote ni weirandi shoe. That investment do igandi. Ngandong. Kuigando investment na moshuambo. Shasho ingandi ashiti wa okaanda moshkwanyama. Yakasi waka kenasha, yakasi wa mpuru. Anona ambaye mupimari wa. Mwandi chikuti is humanity. Shasho mafiga po humanity. You live in humanity now. Yeah? Yeah. Non-educated, that is right. Kina mambo kinemba pira. Because I don't need to have a paper.
Wow.
It's good for you to have a paper if you only use it in the right way. Use it against the ones that bring the paper to you. Don't follow you, you follow them again. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the qualification, what you do with them? You go and sit in their offices. You're supposed to get the qualification and to write a book like this. And to change what is yours. Tate Jeremy, Tandi Pompito Kume, Shiriva.
Yeah, thank you, Papa. I think Papa has motivated you all to buy and read this book. But I'll say a little bit more about what is inside. But perhaps first of all, I should just say a bit about how I got to be here myself, as I was asked, and the journey we took to create this book. And I should say that it's not like we're standing here ready to introduce the book to you, but it's really a work of a let me say, a family. It's a group work. If you look inside the book, you'll see the names of many people that contributed to this book. So we are two of them, but there are many others. Tate Shikonga, who is sitting here, was one of them. Tate Mbenzi is in the audience. He was one of them. There are many people who contributed. So let us not just say it is us, it is all of us who contributed. Myself, I came to Namibia in 1990, just after independence. I was the chairperson of the Namibia Support Committee. We were supporting the liberation struggle in different ways, sending supplies to the camps and lobbying for independence. But I came permanently here in 1997, January 1997, when I became a history lecturer at UNAM. And we did many things there about trying to change the curriculum to bring Namibian history into the Namibian history department at the university, and also to introduce public history, to look at our... And part of that was in 2015, we managed to get some money from the Finnish embassy and the curator of Nakambali Museum and a couple of others went to Finland. And we looked at the museums there that had Namibian collections. And one of the collections we saw was that of Nakambali himself, Martti Rautanen. And we produced a report and 25 recommendations, and one of them was that that collection should be known in Namibia. And this publication, really the core of it is showing those objects. But then there's much more than that, because there was a process of what is the meaning of these objects. In Finland, they were basically in cupboards, in storage. But by getting photographs of them, we don't have the objects, we had the photographs. And then going through a process of having a workshop where we talked with elders, with people from the community. Colleagues went out and talked in the villages as well. We showed the photographs. Also, we translated notes that were collected by Marty Rautinen. When he collected the objects, he asked people about them. So there was also his notes as well. And from that, we put information with the objects, and that's what brings the objects to life. So that is the core of this publication. It's not really people are calling it a catalogue, but it's not really a catalogue. It's like an encounter with these objects, a re-encounter. And to me, what was striking was when we showed these objects to people, sometimes the elders were coming with the names of the objects, but the younger generation were not knowing those words. It was even finding new words for objects that were no longer found in the community. Inside this publication, apart from the objects, we have a number of other sections. One of them is one of the genealogies, one of the accounts of the line of kings in the kingdom. And that was one that was recorded in 1943 by 3 elders then, so it's over 80 years ago. And people will look at that, and you'll also know from other sources other accounts of the line of kings, the Amokroniwa. But this is one from 1943, so I think it's also interesting to see how the story was told by these 3 elders then, and to compare it perhaps with other accounts. Also, for me, what is very important in this publication is the section on Umpampa. Because for me as a historian working also with the Heritage Council, if you look at what is our heritage sites, our places of importance, we have churches that were built in the German times, we have fortresses, but these graves go back, and this is just in the one kingdom that we looked at, these graves go back, and the oldest that we have identified is probably from the 17th century, 1650, maybe earlier even. And so these sites are really important heritage sites for Namibia. And we hope that in this by putting them in this publication, we're raising that issue. Because it's not just for Ndonga, for Ukwanyama, for other kingdoms, the graves of the kings, the grave of Yohamba in Ukwanyama. These are such important places, and we fear that they are being forgotten and neglected. So as we want this book to also raise that issue, and to say we should be documenting these sites and protecting them and preserving them as important places of identity. As I say, the core of this publication is the 126 objects that Marty Rautinen collected but ended up in the National Museum in Finland. So we worked with them to get photographs of the objects. And Rautinen was in the north from 1873 for 46 years. So these objects were collected during that period, most of them at the end of the 19th century. And I think for me, the other thing that's important, and why I think it's important that many of these objects should come back to Namibia and to the communities that they came from, is because they tell us so much about early Namibian history. Looking at these objects, to me, they are a kind of archive. And through them, you can read the history of trade and relationships between communities in Namibia, not just the colonial history. And I think sometimes we have emphasized so much the colonial history of Namibia, but we forget the importance of the African history that was here before colonialism, that people were trading and having conflict, having relationships outside of that paradigm. And I think when you look at these objects, you see the beauty of craft trades in those early years. And you see trade between communities. You see the way in which copper was mined by San communities around Otavi and Tumeb, brought to the Ndonga, who were like the specialists in working with copper, traded with the Kwanyama, who were specialists in working with iron from the iron mines around Kasinga. And these whole narratives, these whole stories of trade and relationships between communities, I think they've been neglected in the way we have been writing history. And I think one thing that this book has shown, and in terms of already people, when they look at it, you know, the objects like photographs, they provoke memories, they provoke more stories. This is not a complete account, but by reading this and sharing it with people, I think we'll find out more. We'll learn more about the past. And finally, because I want to leave space for us to have discussion and comment, it's very important. I just want to talk about, okay, I'll apologize, but I'll pronounce Emanya Loshilongo Shandonga. And this is a piece of one of the sacred stones of Ndonga. And I think that is perhaps one of the most important object that is in here. And I think that is the object that is most important to be returned to Namibia. We know that the Finns already returned sacred stones to Okwanyama and Ombalantu. This was a piece of stone that was taken, and we have the account from people's diaries of how it was taken illicitly from the grave where it was kept, and then taken out. Actually, they took two pieces of stone. They were stopped, and one piece was taken from them. They gave up one piece, but they kept one piece. And we knew this narrative, but we didn't know where it was. When we were in Zurich, we were asking, actually, when we saw this collection, is this piece of stone here? It was only when we went to Finland, and after we left, we never saw it then either, but we got photographs of the objects that they had. And when we looked through, we saw this piece of stone. And then we asked the museum, can you translate the information you have about it? And that's when we realized that this was the piece of stone that had been taken from Ndonga. And it was part of a sacred stone that is believed to have come maybe with Mbrenge from the side of the Kavango River, and had a very important sacred role in the kingdom. So I think, in conclusion, what I like to say is, I think doing this research and finding out these objects that are held, let me say almost in exile outside the country, and making people aware, and this is what this publication does, it makes people aware of what is there, and I think it's having a very important cultural impact. The return of some of these objects reinvigorates a sense of cultural identity and knowledge about traditions that maybe have faded. And so I think there's a lot of conversation at the moment with German museums about the return of objects. And I think sometimes it's not just, but it is within the important framework of the genocide. But other objects that were taken, like this piece of the sacred stone, but are part of people's cultural identity, part of their history, part of their traditions, I think that those objects being returned is also important. And I hope that this publication helps take that process forward, and also helps us recognize, document, and preserve the graves and the cultural artifacts in our communities, and helps us create local museums where these objects can also be seen by younger generation. Thank you.
Yeah, manga tulipe manya. Where we are at the stone. Oshi mashasi mana. Emanya Joshirongo. Okwatli no kutumbura tati Kwanyama oso ambarantu Emanya Joshirongo edimona. Sene ka ndongantu okunemanya dijiriko janembungu lya mantundu Emanya Jomvura Jararo Kifumbra Moab. There's also a rainstone. Yes. akwana mwai ewadateras. So the stone are most important, as Dr. said. Emanya oshima shasimana. Shasho emanya jari jakwata ondonga. Nemanye kwao emanya arilokitha omvura. Umurimo shukutani zitagari kana Kriste. Tahi ane. Ano kukuna yari agari kanene omvura. Nemanya ndonora nembungu. Namtundu okoriliko somi. No shikwao shasimana okuna egonga no shipundi ramaiti na akadikwa. Nzoneni mande imona. Shashonanga ande teterevera mosomi. Onkudathana opodari kuzamo 2005. Opo inima yetu ando yepe ko Namibia. Na akurundu ya mwe areri oyaka atarombweba. Ndere kishikucha omorashike inahara kugarura inima yetu. Manga andishishu. Shagaruka. Ai ni mapunguru kashe. Dafi mweto mapia gano geri moshirongo sheni. Oshombe podho nyoko kuru. Mwindongo hatuti. Oshokura ya fifi taikongo anao. Yo kura ya fifi. Shai moshingirisane. But Jeremy, why our people are in confusion or fighting to each other is because I don't know, I must start with the first one or the last, but I'll try. It's because of the honiness of the honey, when you are honey. Yeah, okura ya fifi. So I know you're taking it in the ears that they want to understand, but if you go spiritually, you pambepo, otoshovuko shiri. Yeah, shoshone oshikwao omwakara muna osho igengetinzi ari hairongisa yu Congo ngeraro mitari ku Congo ote okukune modaite tumburo shigala shanlungu nona mpalala momo osho no kata ukakondo no mvura yu pindi no jeria ka Congo shai ku Congo kali haiko wara ano ita ya mtuni go manenge imambiri mu mambo mino ya kufapo kono ya pungura a Germany. Nendishi befo tankonjo no njepo digitali pakata ko mashinika. Komande wo muziro wa konjo ni jano makunde no mbepo. Yaro wati kamuishi mamusha ndio kwa mambo. Otasti oshi mashino oshana wa kwa mbaka eta opo move. Memo ndino ino karesha uno mapuro. Karesha to ino mbepo. Shawale shauri mombepo embondo no oponeto kapuro mapuro konyoko kuru no hokuru. Mwite koga? Shashi omunini masi mana toka mona kucha nani oshima shashi sanwa scientific hashona nyombepo otwali tunanaro mbepo omunane pepo epepo murishi dijaita jikambura tate shiri bokwazi no kutumbura kucha kwa nyama ya kambura yera osho shiri kaya masta tomate moga eka kambura ka ndonga unokombuga so atu ya pomongwa yote atita oshi mashafingala neka shane mbono ini maitu oyali haende pamwe nombepo ya kawango nombepo ya herero na himba komironga okukwali hakuzi no nyoka onyoka nganga tamzarando ya momwedekera kishaso kamuviteko ohali ya mirongwa moka himba na herero zote avizarwa manga ka afigona kashinda kura na afigona mwe mushingirizi puwa kaisi puwa teka afigona antu chaso karunga okwasti onfigona yo alo nyamba neta mushi tano uniene ngo mweshipirike Afigona ne mbono. One hari hazara tango moshia. Onyo kando no morashike. Opone shukirire na shikari shiri nawa. Sotashizaruye ka kukadhi omarenga na kwani. Tamunikie na. Pepe no nduwara aka tanzara na. Aye, opai puneoro como kuzara. Eno? Opai puneoro como kuzara. Onkuruntu no nkuru kadhi werenga no nkuru kadhi kwani na amba dapo. Ote amonene mo mazaro gao. Sepe fatu zara ke hendishen ma piro ga to kuzara. So oshasimana akwetu anyasha akwetu na akuruntu no nona. Opo tukare ni tuyu viteme ni muyaka muno. Okay, mahanditi okana. Ke hontu monturo mui ona mokana haka popinangwe. Moshi English hacho instincts. Ne amwepo omeke kerehi. Ushipe. Ano andumba no harungisa okana ho. Ta popi pambepo. Nena otam popi pamadiradiro. Ngaya popi pambepo. Diradira. Uneoroko. Talking from your head with your mind and talking from the heart. Kontima wa ukumbata. Pamadiradiro hakataka tondoka aguka. When you speak from your heart, it holds. But when you speak from your mind, confusion, you're doubting. Tashiti, otwapumbweni ombepo imwe yirire moshiwa na shetu inatu idhineni onga a Namibia, a Afrika, and. Ondiwe tanya soenjeri mpaka ndapandura na kuruntunga. One onakwi wa yoko mongura jite kondiswa karu metumbaka atubura mpaka eri atatu mbaeta poka imahaka. Ono nakwi wa mukasha ngonjoko no nanganyoko kurweli pe poshinyanga erikoni mao masiga. Ndeito shanga ndavya mushanga tamuisheke. Aye. Toshanga kuku kwa ruza aliko ni mao masiga. Aye. Toshanga kuku erikoni mao masiga atekura emanguruko jana Namibia. Utenga sekobi. Atekura emanguruko jana Namibia. Toshango njokono na ya kuku weno mwene mpawaza. Ashona mune kamushimpamwaza muunionare akuchwa 4th generation ashona mushimpamwaza tirigani ndafumwe ya taranga wa dhigu timu funju amuka tamwino mondisho dhigu pambepo dereka esha dhigu shasho arozi aye dhigu shasho itare sha pa karunga kwao no mweshe kere kishimwa pa karunga udhigori mpunu vanje kwe pokoka Tate Jeremy, I was telling them in Australia. The white people are dangerous. Dangerous in a sense that is bad, no. In a sense that you keep your culture and heritage by yourself. And we flash ours. What are you going to time? So tashiti kucha paushipe atuhetu limbano otunyenyo mbepo wako twe ya ndavi mwandi pote shimwe ayo ndashanga naro kambo karika shangwa ombare ni yuma ondikana noka DVD nge omweka haramu onge ontungwa avitungwa oshongo ombira vihongwa pashiruze.
Give you an opportunity to engage. You give, you receive, and they just give you an overview of the book. So if you have any comment to make, 3, 4, okay, that order. Introduce yourself.
Yaro o toto keri ponawa na jajonga ya ceremony ya haufiko o Oombale Dhi Ihaka o manga tatu tutene pano poshindonga ondakalanda ndino shima tashi shipiyaganeke nga pamadhiladhilo o koshiputudhilo shetu shotango sha University ya Namibia okuna elaka hali longwako hakuti Oshiwambo. Oshiwambo ndishi ohwangala hwahwa yiitayilaka no skola moshilongo katuna na no skola hayi longo Oshiwambo kaya nonena ngero kano nokazi ko kapito ndoto njono tinulongo notiyali etakayi koshiputudhilo hwi etakatameke takadheulwa kakalonge Oshiwambo hishiwo kutya otakakalongana nako skola yi otakakalonga uukule wakulonga oshindonga nenge otakakalonga kohaimbi haufiku hakulonga oshikwanyama hishiwo nana otunamo ngaa tate ite tunguro madhina gaantu mausiku gatya ngeyi pamwe otetuelithile nana kutya osheetithi shoshinima hatya ngeyi tashionagula oshindonga noshikwanyama omalaka nga haga shangwa manga kandishi nana kutya osheetithi oshipashike ya ondali ndahala shono shitsa shotango oshitiyali ondali ndahala okupatana paufupi womadhiladhilo gandje nga ndina na tate Ndasuunje okwa popi shwali ta ya ya ondahala okupataneka ya ondahala okupataneka tate Shikongeni Ndasuunje okwa popyo oshinima shetelenje omadhiladhilo tapopi tati iilumbu ayelele aantu mbono yani koshiponga mbo adhigu paityo ndino kutya aantu mbano oyeshipondola nokukalekapo omithigululwakalo dhawo pashiingilisa ndisho opuna okatya opuna tradition iinima zono ya yoolokathana ondali ndahala nditye yoyene ngika sho atala omusamane ngo okulipo ongo shifetha shaantu mba ya popyo ye mwene ngika sho watala ngeno tatu dhiladhileni okuza konziilo yaantu mba yoyene osho ngaa tuyakala ngeyi pankalathano yomuntu paudhililo osho ngaa yeli shili nenge nawe yeshityakagula ngaa shasho yayonuka tangwando tsando twalandulamo ne mokuyonuka neno nginyana
Okay. Good evening. My name is Joanna. Ngai mwenekishi ndonga. Ashpoma lwangi. Okay, na ndiye mweka shona. Melaka yanje tu ngamkwampi. So yanje achareka tithanamni. Nokiwete pena omuthigululwakalo gumwe tagu kakala guna eicho timburo yafa yetu. Kachi malaki agafathana. So yanje achare katithanamni. Ngwewe kechipira meni achipira. Ngwewe iko kanjuwe yakatira. Au kupininga. Pero inji. Okay, fine. Epurojani ngakina onano incho inji kutumbura ndora ondahalala ondatekemo ifote imwindonga ondatekemo shinji ororota ngota ndihoroga pumpaka mandateka mushinji kungaye mwini ondahala ndukise purundi no kaunjuka mbaturi mpano no kakuru ne ntumba itweitele poshima shi otashivulika mbela shaashi tate papa okwati osikola olapilepo nenge oti isho shiniye konima shaashi nga ndihole okwiilonga nanga ndefa okana kokati ngini ngoshitala nawa reverse it hakale shoka poema kwali okuli nawa napuka ashike ngaye mwene otetiye atuningipo shike opo akuluntu yetu yatsikile okutulonga omuthigululwakalo ngono kamwete shili nawa otwakanitha itashiti ala Andonga itashiti ala Akwambi itashiti Akwanyama tuyameneneni kwapo pipo shita shimwe that is fourth generation atuningipo shike opo tukale nina tutepangipo ampana what can we do utalo kuyama manyo mahininge it's true bakana. And I think I will continue coming here because of what I've just benefit from this. Is it what? Radical books. Tate Shikongeni andahandi kuindire ngerene na tate ampanda. Sanengwari ko mekotangoja. Tate shintu ikeni kishine kuchotanke shendanginyi mukambadare mutueterepo onzo litadivulukulongono na ituda kanisa misugulwakalo galukirinje ngoma kawa namba njo timupe
in fact in August, either towards the end of August, petameko la September or to atutameko series imwe yakola o series yo series of English because I don't know the Aawambo word. We are starting a series whereby we are bringing together all of the people who are significant in certain areas, more culture, Aawambo. It's going to be at a bigger venue than this one, and they are going to discuss certain aspects. Well, episode that is marriage. How does a man go about proposing? So watch the media, watch the space, big names, and so it's coming.
Wow. Ndaka kumena kinana nicho injonga shandeshi ndazina kushitumbura anona tango tatendishi etapuyo klasa eskuli mwe nganda hashi ningwe tsikiro hungi kesiko unona etu moskora ukareta uyamamini mamjo ngashita tati otwa thingweni otaroweni kwa Inglisa koma mbogo koyunama na tuitipu yo mamboge tuwake esiku gomo Aawambo ohungi ampanda yeah. Ndabana kaka. Thank you.
Katika mamano makao nashombesha na henda Shikongeni kwetu nkutarera ndulite nao ondino aroma purogari maunambongea ninge ndicho hero ndamunongaga imagamita katondoka komalungula komsane nkusinda wangula ulalero tati mu 29 natweko na mbango kunezaleko jonkutua kanduvite kondun kishina nde kujonkutua shika mo bashoka shokwalita ndimvarwa nanduva naro totazale kunkutua nawangile tate Shikongeni tafature njo shima shilingaka epurwe kwao una mwene wita aiko shilongo shoki yashizaro mapaya ningeri chomukwaniri iteka ngara mwiri yashiteni okendo je ningeri jekombira yakuturanga oshima kutiwo mpambanike okupampa ano shima shono shihongomwa oshimenka nike oshikwashikenana ndaharanga nduve konawa oshima shilingaka kambako nakugebe nyanga wetu ndamana
ya tandika moshi Tieni kukwanya mangao.
Alors, nanga amepata ya kwatauta njope arwashi kutia chakukupa chakuru shongolo. Ay ngao te tatuma nega takutoka. Ya avera mutu kwa nambwa. Ye koro ke va konu kene ngopi. Ya wafuka. Ya ndara kupandura tata Stefa na tata Shikongeni. I'm really thankful. Ya lushandi kalanda fangenga nditale inimaetu. Shafi faleva. Ya ondineke epulo kucha. Nge research ipuka. Tunashia kukonga man. Ngenge otamono o subject palo kui research. Tutumbero kumono ojo yo mo yo kusapota ngo oyuso eyironge kita oku kukuprango bari manyari mwe mondoto ya ngenge pamwe tashishiba no mapukululongo kucha. This is how we go about it. Ya shashiba mo tune ku bachelor or honors what ngo afa shidenga mana research is not a play. Ya ndala again ndo kucha pamwe osapota ngoyo okuguruminga no shako. Hello.
Yeah. Tukaja kundokotora.
Okay. Yaro, gaga masa Shikongo. Naza kuparudi. Handu kuparudi ndara kuconnecting gaga kudade Shikongeni ondu. Kwapu yapunga kutiano kwa faza ko mara na Shirongo. So I became curious about that one. Anyway, my question was a bit more on the return of these things, because I was curious as to what is the process. Is the government involved? Because obviously there are other things, some other items that have been returned. So I'm curious now about these particular ones. What is the process there? Is there any formal process that is in motion, and at what stage is it? So I'm actually curious about that one. The other part, really, I'm just thankful for this event. I have always wanted to come to these events. I've missed quite a number of them, which I actually regret, but I'm happy that this one I have not missed. So I just want to encourage you guys to really continue doing this. This is very powerful, it's very important. Some of us, we have our kids here. She was just mentioning that, we have, our kids are grown up here, but they miss some of these type of elements because they are not really taught in the school, actually. So I want to encourage you to continue doing this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. What will happen is maybe just to also to brief you, we want to put up amphitheater. You see, when you look down there, you descend down. So we want to put a very nice amphitheater there so that we can accommodate more people and give an opportunity for people to be able to do. So if you have a young 10,000, 15,000 that you think must be directed properly, you can speak to Henry and then see, because we want to. It's not going to be a physical building. Well, we're going to use alternative building material, just so as long as when it's raining, we can still have our discussion. When it's sunny, we can still have our discussion. Or maybe you want to have your other event that has nothing to do with the bookshop. If you're an archaeologist, you want to excavate us while we're still alive. Like we have many authors that are here. We have Tate Malakia, if you can stand. He's him as embody Naziza. Yeah, he did quite a number. How many cartoons that you did now in the Namibian? Two so far in the Namibian. So he's the only guy that displaced Dudley for the past, I don't know, 20 something years. For the past 29 years. He's a young man, he's a teacher by profession. He has 2 books that we're just taking in stock now. He had a launch in Shakati, so we're also planning maybe to a small branch there. We'll see, we'll talk to the Nakawa, maybe we can have it in Ondangwa or Nipa, some places there. So we also have him there. We're very happy, we're thankful that you traveled all the way. With Dr. Nakela, she's an archaeologist. Listen, I'm not in Namibia. Do we have anybody that digs up people who are dead? No. We don't have any black archaeologist.
No.
She's the only black archaeologist. And she knows how to treat them. No, if you go to the grave, you know how to respect the dead. And it's not just digging up the dead, but it's also digging up the artifacts. You come to a site, you are able to say, why do you have pottery here and you have many bones of people here, and why not? They're able to reconstruct. So we studied together also at UNAM. I don't know how she went all the way. She did education and masters, and she have a PhD actually. Not only is she an archaeologist, she's also Dr. Namibia doesn't have any PhD in archaeology. So it's quite a very good improvement for us to have. We also Dr. Benzi. How many people have PhDs that are teaching Aawambo? So the people who are quite interested, and we believe that we are somehow vindicated in the type of work that we want to do. So even if you are not here, we want the bookshop to continue and the work to continue. We don't have to depend on individuals. That is why sometimes you see different faces. Even if we are not here, Maya will be able to run the discussion. You can run the discussion. And it continues like that. So I'm just mentioning this to support what Doctor is saying. We hope to expand this discussion. People think that for you to be an author, you need to have a PhD. But you are simply just telling your story. We have an in-house poet. Every day, every Wednesday, we have Tateshimi here. Today I didn't hear the poem. I was, but he had a poem in Afrikaans.
No.
Oh, I is here.
I, Rastafari.
Oh, I thought it's in Afrikaans.
No. I, Rastafari.
Oh, just I thought 999. So he has quite a number of poems. We hope with the passage of time, we are able to maybe have his book also, because he has a very powerful poem. He's talking about, what is that poem about African women? What? How do you say?
Yeah, black women.
In 30 seconds, black women. You are not holding it.
Yeah, what can you do for me, black woman? Black woman, what can you do for me? For me that I didn't do for you. For you to have my back safe. Safe to face the world together. Together as one, my queen. My queen, they are against me. Me against the world. You said 2 minutes.
So, Dr. Rakeda, imagine you meet, she's single, né? Imagine you meet Tateshimi in the street, and then you just recite that. It will be game over, isn't it? Yeah. So, and we hope that you can also follow Tateshimi, and then we'll have your book there. But next time when you say a product of that one, we're going to beat you up. Because it's not just your father, it's our father, all of us. But we're proud of you. And we're proud of each one of you. I will not be able to speak. Most of you would have been watching soccer. Most of you would have been, it's winter now, you will be taking care of blankets with ice. And but you're here. We want to thank each one of you. Franz has actually, he does the gentleman with the swapo head. I think we need to, Henry?
I left.
So, is he inside there? So we need to get France another head written radical books so that we can. But France has most of the material that happens here. It's always here. He's not paid. He's not a journalist. He's always having those material, taking videos of everything that we're doing. There's another guy called Musheko who does it. J.O. went, or is he here? He was also here. He's an artist. He want to. So we are very happy to be contributing to that discussion. It must continue to be like that. These young people of the sound, they sponsored sound for maybe for 3 months. Then they changed Maya. They are now asking us to pay. But so if we are able to bring all young people together, and whatever you have in your art, and Helao and Saki. Oh, Saki is here. They've been also taking photos of our discussions, so which is very good. We are proud of all of you. We will not be able to mention all of you, but we hope to grow from strength to strength, from strength to strength. I hope I didn't take too much time, and then maybe you can just react to some of those questions.
Can I ask my last question, please?
Yours is coming.
Tigara ni mpandura antu yanje. So mwididimike tukaresi gwethimo ndino. Nde mpandura kuza kontima. Otandika mukura epuro ndino jo jera kachiri mo unama. Otandika mukura kutate Jeremy. Shandu molo ai sanwe professor ne ndakota. So atu isanwara antu. Yeah. Otandika pepurondi anda popikucha atrigane adhigu. Umachokwetu Oombale Dhi Ihaka okwapura kucha shieri ngao weri muthiwakalo wao ningongini. Aye. Oya kanitha muthiwakalo dhao nale nderi na kanitha muntu wao. Steji na kanitha muntu wao. Ngero ime mmoja shiumba ape finando mo shopra teori amyo kana ukarumbo takani kuma so takadengwa ape kume hoye. Ngwene ja ninga anu ashike compra punishment. Kaso. Ya no shikwao ina kanitha muntu wao tetuntu wao. Ngere Ndasuunje nenga mpanda kwatameke kwenda kenongaku otankwendo. Ndere untrigale motende kenongaku ontu. So I was just saying that you have lost your culture more than us because you are the first people that they destroyed first, the missionaries, because of everything that happened in Africa, by the way, is what happened in Europe before. So and I said to you, but you didn't lost your being as a human. Because even if you find the white people here in the town, in the pep store, and then you'll find that mother will beat that child in front of them. But if I do it, it will be corporal punishment. So you know discipline, but you took discipline away from us. The other one, if the Ampanda in Shikongeni start to walk barefoot, my people will tell me I'm crazy. But if a white person walk barefoot, he's a human. And I said, that's what they allow themselves to do. Yeah. Ai kume oyakanisa mwameme. Yo ne limona indafuatu mburanare. Yeah. Omora ashara kucha. Yo inasiga po untu. Ngerote po untu. Trigano non trigano ai kumbata. On lude non lude amuite apo. Untu ina ukanitha. Yo yamwepo yeri mushipe. Munotetu muramara shasho andi mono. Otate doctor. Munotra na doctor sem shikongo. Na ndo khotora. Yo pambepo science. Oye andi mono nanga yekoreku ya kondutu. Nendisho mkoreku ya kwe street ha. So atu ikushipe. Kwa hivyo sawa nenge ko koreanga bawi. Trigana nushipi na ukanitha no mukanitha. No ushitene muro mwakanitha omwazi piye pombe poya uwe kushiti karunga mushiti we uruno wefi. Gashata ndiyo kwengwa mwaje mutaja ndiyo.
Mwan pendo ga ndira amba kwa tani modoro patandi penta dendara. Tandi kongo shike. Ushipe ombe poevi. Oshi ingiriza gravity. Ndikando kirira. Yeah. Umeape anende kuya mukura. Mbata iko skora. Otaro mwanga Aawambo. Pambepo yerongo. Tatu no torongwa pripama torongwa no Aawambo sherero. Tandiwe teto popyo kucha. Okanta karongwa nino Aawambo kontwaza arunguro himonda. Ando tashilongwa konkulupe bazi na onkuru yomte. Eshupe wao nunkuru wantu. So hakucha. Iya so shikwa handi purantu teti. Education. No amutu erongo dishi. Anua ngashande shifatura. Education endunge. Education endunge. Wapo people otradishi no figura caro no culture on figura on caro inherit age. Mamaro ngamu chalwes culture figura caro full inherit the age on figura on caro. Gali popando grilo. Otradishi ne mame nyapura one ayo no apoko UNESCO. Ando ya na ilonge kiza. Maybe so makosa. Gafa mama. Utashti o UNESCO ya mukusa tradishi. Sha escuchar Oombale Dhi Ihaka. No merongi alongwa. Ongushuyo figura karore. O culture o shima eshete kunga o culture kunga ngwine romba kinamba pira epsa cultivate agriculture kunga no mwango mulino nampuka uzonga kazi kompoka kume taturandure kado na janje jikumbatare na jaziku kunengo moja kandenge kalo mwenje janwa mwenje kwa penya kama nyo kwambi kwa nalale no mwenje toro mwenje shapone moja kandenge kumande munga gari na nikale tungana iya okwati tateyo ba nedina ditungurwa mwenje andate kumani ifas ne ngoja rusari bali ko mehoni guteka mukuhuru na tate Shikongeni opo mukare andota murongo oshiwana opo yakare shi omara kagao opo ushipe aye ngai ku moteni nginari kana wali na deku popambe patu popinangu osho ala kunjukina haku prake nongala lanji mongala lati murongo nasho ndeni mongala bali mukuve mburu kono lungu modiri mongala danje ngoma ha mushiwini moinji oiri mongalo danje mama imbonga handi ndi rapambepo punongalo imeti murombere taiti oma kovitaga akura makovitaga kodhirire makovitaga akura oma kovitaga kodhirire epangelo tali mukusalo tali mukodhirire upura kena standi bino ya mundada stepo bivinda mure na shiri mekunde osho ashiri mekunde ya okuya muguranga na urukucha ainga otero monare mu maibiro gatandi ndo that's why ndikoro oshiwambo kandi koro shiwambo shashinga mwambo aye okarunga ashitinjalo ndipope wambo pefanga tamwidi pagano racism karungwe racism hangwe kamuni kwasho oyashitanzu mboka tamekenyo kuvinda kangonji ni makamu vite kapuna ontu onkwankoko kango kwango ko etu stimara ka kenga sigo mpono ngo moshi dindi oponeta ngapura kino omara kanga ta kwa ko kadona kucha nani ongerero moja mundu wa mama opapwa era kaje itandi kucha ngo ongerero ka so tashi ala miture matisa tinose na so ashiri damana nama ngire no pesi simalege kucha era ko karunga itankara muna ne ukamkoko ndego ya mbepo ne ajejoka oshikwao ongutuwa matiwanyo mkuta kwashidira tatuka kabitala mbere atendere pamene tango se amatuchi atusindikire namba mucha arozi kuninginilo Oapura oshimo shidhigu shopambepo shasho oshingiri shasho ngirishe osho tashituyono kakuna erangeko ndere okuna etseiso okwaliro kwarage kwanaimolongo nagale pansigulakaro wetu wandongo paife otekurikirwa pambepo heatirigane oporotika namubanje konda inamuitarangi kalindeni oposhigwana shiteife pampango dhingamweta hamuti traditional authority opo mwaningepo kwa Afrika mwakufa o 1960 iyo buli mathero weno nokamano so mwapungurwa katirigane mukufe uwa ukwanirwa netampwa urenga chiefmanship paifo tamkurikirwa pambepo yatirigane paporotika shasho traditional authority weriko kiyo mapangero rakwiro kuna onzi yazaroshi passion kutenga sedi harire arude ndota murere nombe podatirigane so ndahakucha Epurone ndio apurandia wajiro gifieka fifi kwa nkarantu kusinda wangura ngwa popi moshi wambo nenge moshi ndongwantu onkwanirwa oharange kwa kusinda kwa nkara oyene oshirongo ndeni mukavinde nge wafato lindombike ezinda konkuru pende fimbo Ompamba mati wanje munionare ompamba oyari hantu hakutumbwa shashi onkwanirwa monare omwa oshirongo oshone ari hafundikwa mompamba nyono akutumba onga onleri nare hari hakutumba Nopari pukara hanzu yari ya motaji yari habi pagantu nokwanirwa ayo osho marakari habi paga andu mono yari akutumba nepo hadon kwanirwa kwe neta pepero mbepo onvika vikare tipo kwanirwa na otasire ponjara otakara nokwanirwa imane etune yakwashiruze tamuyu imenkanzo no apopisheri ntoere kume kero aswagande kuvara kishingo kero nego sheri nego ntoere ntoere kumo ntoe imenka yo kuku kari imenka yari umpurire ombepo ya patu wahari hafumbikwa nombaza ngobe yonkwanirwa jari haikopi nonkwanirwa nenano munanga imunani chenata popi ni munai tuko mambo no shimuna shimosho shakwateziwa epajo shirongo ongobe onduze oyari haisikirwa onkwanirwa ngetafumbikwa pantu indishi ndarongwa kuku nashinda dinda Bia watara mbio ndikuvite mwae mime kambia turaka ishia eni zono ya tirigani ndikuvite pauka ngero muna no kondo shasho na unjuka muhweru wawe ni wandonga nu wawe ni opashirude konjeni mushikutheko shashike shisheni muno na shashari harongi fiti iti ne pay for tune pangero tatu kuchinoke kali iti keke watu vurukundi ngamo ini mayafa iti lera kucho mo fiberglass ngamwe no kongwa nkungwe ndavareke kaku umeme mombe ko yakamu wandi kambura ke kinima mambo ya mumono ya na o Hendrik Witbooi no se akuta ko parliamenta nasema nyo mapo okatungolo kafuka kosiwa jaka rokosiwa kunga andili sale jaka rokosiwa o ima di kambura nanga ewo marakine rongo jasha anokume oshi majono akuto ritual amoshingirisa kwa mbepo waini ngwa mbepo ombepo ya fifi na kwa mungu fifi omuchi kuchoike getabu kurombera moshingirisa. Yes, my sister. Aye. Kwa mungu oshikia moshingirisa kwa mungu onemba afumbura and sisters fifa engeri that's it taiku fifi fifi's angel aningishika fifa ukaona mwenye mwana akomba David na karu ya kwa mungu ngabi akina muitaira ongambo ka itaira kumwameme nganda fa Yesusu maipitaira nyega sasa Yesu zokwali hapanga pale mpulile baita msipopi kwa panga Yesu zokwalo ntu wopambepo onfigona hatsongoro no nfigona temanga ungakuze kali mkengeri shosho ne ndesheta mara pumwamemo kweshuve kucha ini meikezo no osha ya pungurwa katirigane nenda muitambako muitondene maro yifora oshimenka onsiga kanongo ya watu rambe ya muzara olari meka ya tirigane ndafa andaza ronyo kanje meka mapungurwa netampo ingori yo silver no gold mafamwishi yo netankufa ushito akarunga ohadinye ngontu tati mpamba orituala taningi anontingono oshikunishona no shabi bakujana opwa mwathimba po ojeshini omtu wali bakuje okukarunga okaneke sako shikakano kali bakuje komtu kavinteni ndemupa mombe andumbre mwemanya ndafinkwe twachi muntu bogumbira mu bajemanya kwamboka kuna nemanya apumbire monkete ya tate kuru Shikongo wati anua uvu wafa anua oshipundisha kutumba kukumparuvi shahonga konsale watara ngero iko kuku akutumba kwanilwa sasa no mwaro kwa muni malwa kuniro mweza atakutumba ku plastika nganda kambura urenga akwanilwa ya Aawambo na aruze hakutumba kostisha hongwa no kia hongwa ke kontu hai sasa kwanila kutumba ke kospundi zontu ndewa kaisha no akume ngero anua onsano kwati history don't lie njokolonia ifunzo tetapitanga mara wana shirongo nsano mwana wake na mayo okwanambwa anoto twazi mapanambwa ko tate yavarwa kuimene akafindi na imile nanunyango kwakara umwazi tate itandi kuwa kewumbo itandi kuwonduka kewumbo Uite nga guru. Ya, ono tate nembo te popi. Ya. Tate guru onkwambi, kazo onkwambi dishi. Tate ngwavara tate onkusinda wangura sina mtota. Sina mtota ni ngwaburo matiwale muno trina muno ngano Zimbabwe. Kekolo mwele kucha Great Zimbabwe ya sina mtota. Ali kompani wanoko. Uite nga. Anoka reshenyo njokono na ini. Tate Shikongo ni mabio government da. O government do tapotsa nao. Omtsanera wenene. Tate grupe kufile kwe gara. Niki yambo. Weta tatu popina shari OVP. Peife tusigipo. Atopina ufiku. Ngweri Kongo ambassador iliko Finland na Namibia. Ndo tatukwatafana no embassy ya Finland mo Namibia. Ndo tatukwatafana no Men Association of Namibia. Pono matiwanje omonkonda. Go wite ko windo. Neikati yanda tukilira nali. Hono ya kategerera ne. Se amo omande wote tagero bepo irotere mondonga tukatukonka tuzoshindonga. Na kwa niro taka ke tini manja. Wale ngatendi shimwe tena na mana ero take timi dizanja ko jemin. Andu ikoreke wo. Dimo me dimo kile. Anonani akweta Aawambo keteni ni mai. Opo na kuiwa ko mongura le batamvara mandacho mashisha. O investment da uno na butauya makamushiwete na nyasha. Tamala kwetimo. Umbiro njoko.
Okay, thank you, Papa. Let me just add 2 quick points. Firstly, on language, I think language is the heart of culture. And I think it's when a country or a community loses its language, it's losing its culture. As Papa said, like myself, my mother tongue should be Welsh, but that's a language that was one of the first languages to be lost by English colonialism, we can say. So very few people speak Welsh, and losing the language, you lose the culture. And I sometimes think with language policy in Namibia, with Aawambo, Nyama, and Ndonga being the languages of school. So if you're coming from Mayunda or Ukaludi, is your culture being protected through the language that you're being taught at school? I think that is an important question to consider. And then the second point, I want to pick up on the point about what is the resources available to support young people doing research on culture, because it's so important that the elders' knowledge, and the knowledge is linked to places as well, is not lost. And it's difficult, we are challenged, but I can say I'll announce now for the first time that we've just got funding to support 2 MAs next year at UNAM, which will be specializing for research on cultural heritage with a focus on the history of clothing and that form of identity, going back to what was there before Ndasuunje. Ndasuunje was 20th century traditional clothing. Yeah. What was 19th, 18th century traditional clothing? And we want young Namibians to research and answer those questions. And what was the meaning of those things? Thank you.
I think the biggest country in the world is Russia, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm here to be corrected. China is big also, and many other countries also. But we have witnessed as young people who wish to observe that there are a number of nations that actually came together, and that they are progressive. Now, these nations are big nations to say, but if one person might not necessarily understand that in China there are many different vernacular languages, but they speak the official language, I think, is Mandarin. And also Russia, as the biggest country, they have also different tribes But those tribes came together to form a big giant nation that is to be very well defined and is progressing. Now, my elders, we are in a leadership crisis. Most African countries or nations, we are in leadership crisis. Now we know and we understand that our ancestors long before us, those kings and queens before us, were not necessarily elected like how we do now, but they were appointed. They used to appoint their leaders from the young age. What was that they used to see in those children? That person is a child, and yet the elders will say that this one is our leader. So, what should we do when it comes to leadership crisis that we are in today, connecting this to culture and traditions? Thank you.
Where's the mic there? My brother.
Papa.
Yeah.
Por eso andar de unisa bungwe na doctor ngapa ngati wa serengane ya mbedi deko. E problema jo kucheke ngeno unino omazima wa Aawambo. Anataka kwa binafsi kala makunde panelia e puronjo no pausiyo ndeli amole andili dira mínimo inzi andili kambala nditure mokusha nandishirandure ningi nandirilandura ngasi ko tatano wanga kwanda makunde kome monkwaneli befandi kambala no kuva kokusha pamwe okukuno kukuruwane ngaina usali ngapa metasio pale hii ulengao ngaifa moye ni ya no makunde ni mailingao pese ngai mbona kanti naneka so nandi aduri komiti no nenge ongin atu popina na tango ne homo commission ngane gashi na tango koshimanga tuli mu fashion ewa ayo kulombereke kucha ewa.
Okay. Kategori pona o inayanje ongaesa karia ni hari. Oshitambisha ni hari. O nare timbonia na ndiringa ko skora da pitamigo. Pinis para wanjo kwa hati. Ngao mbuga. Kati papaskongo kwa pikucha mbuga wa popi pambe. Pinis para wanjo kwa aweda koni dati. Ombuga ke na nshono te kutiane ntoro mbera pasahara nana kuchangini ya omure thimbo poroja huna na likarai na dipore na rango ya ondete kucha kuruntu yetu hungi magumbo kadimo da samo mbera ongane anyasha kupitirane mo platform anjino o tatu dhiri pongeni o potukare ni tu tatu hungire ni pamwe o hungira tupotseni ni mawashwambo ini mamithiru karo detweni pamwe atuvure ni kuteteni o ehara ongero movenduka ongero koambo kutwazeni mbera o madhiadhiro ngono atweni na gongini opoike katukare ni tuneni ni ma hatu yuvenya ike pi tu tinenge po event angash tu dinange tangune.
Alors, ya o qualita ngai beno ndikole kutse yanawa o ndakala tandi hekala tandi vila kucha yoena hero na ndongomba Aawambo antu mbano ya mathanalira nawa ongikanya shashonde mutala pa no tancha ika ndongo Aawambo de kanshina na kucha antu omwazirire na pen amuwa East Africa o onda tandindire tate Ndasuunje emurombo ereke kashona onziriro kucha shona na amazirire ko Nigeria omwapitire peni kampiti peni siwopo ndongorondongo tangi
Patakeripo nawa ondinara keisha puro ando edia dironga dia mungai kwite diradera ne ngashine tujeni faro tuja tudiradera ndo tu kareke pon figuro rakaro nenge patwazi ndatara ne membo ndaru na mugama panja gopeta meko nga panja tirongo no tingoi temona ne kucha kwa nirwa etu bandonga yonari okutara papa oma wendoga ndichengane oma wendoga ogasikirirwa ara omayura ni pasunda tara miti ya grupa ongane andonga nenga Aawambo paka tu kariki pon figuro karo weten otatu ningi pongini nengo tatu karenya pesa papa da kwa nirwa etu dasikirirwa miti no maura ngashina ukara nenge tatu teni epangana litaripo nawa
odirimo kwao ina ndonga ndisi efi ya mukunda sana mwendonga samwe tukundu sakuchu yo molunga nodiringa mo kwao ya epuro dijapura kutate otari kama kurwa kutate shiriva to answer the brother ya epurondi na teamukura omwameme wombizi ya Namibia pazave pandira swapu omna makunde watiro kwa Naija ningi na duda kona otikurombera shima shimo pokupure kureo nalo yari hadindi shitaganja oshitsa moshi kwa nyama eshitate kuwa pulange opapula epata otaka pule pata ngenge moshi moshapata na tuduru kunja moshi moshapata andongo hati ezimu itozimu wawebe kurumvari hadindi sharuku ezimo itozimo kucho nkwanyama no ndonga ilo nkwalu jombala ndembo nkwanamba yi inashitarika kone kucho bebe nilia nafwala kucha kunilia ili ave kuina hashina na ndro mbepo no mulimo mbepo ya tirigane jambitero kwa kukuna meme natate ko ezimo janje ija ngawanja awolo ko nija uko beata te yate kana ndateka uno ngobekwe inandalo pukiswe inongwangwana meme kara mezimo jaeni itozimo epatola patito jimo mepata ya utastikucha sono eviviri kompawaza pambinzi kaishiparaka okuna anegumbo ampukisa popuna ezimo isakutu ezimo notanzi ezimo family opunero konezimo na anegumbo okana he okane gumbo kanje kezimo jakuta maezimo janjao oyina you see one gumbo wanje mbanda barana ekebe gumbo no kukumba eli maetu ane gumbo ezimo ojatanda geraja fomakunde nengo kano ka fifi omukashima ase akatagana kafoma kundekeriwi okano ka fifi mushingirisa the ancestors bush we have it ancestors bush kano ka fifi no the angels bush okay later okay so oshikwao hambu wake na shona ngero wazi mambuga otoka karonshona na muti na shona nekansha shona no mwe anali papi kukopo ngakishinshona chasondazi nare mu mandengu nare ke anare tika karonshona nginya ngo azambe zimu chaponshona shima shita mtoto beife osero shona man ne anare ka unto we anare buga kela shona oshota ati hambo ate moliro mandengo muziro oga kwatira kwa no Namibia ngwa haina ka oya kwatira ko nego jero mango la Namibia ando mandengo kaga aliko ne hala mpingana di mulongo le nena ando fara modrimo ngwetiva ngwa ando fara maneno drikena na teria diri ko tapi ndero pari puno mandengo o mandengo ga asane ne hala mpingana nego moja kande shanika sana shiro na nande ku kwa nyama o mandengu amuja mandengu dishi andonga aye kembo no mandengu ningaga temo liro kagazi metosha la numbwemba udewa mantuni lio manenge amuja namtuni dishi amtuni lio manenge dijate hapo na ndo ishikari ta vurumo no me amo manengo e kasisi yake lipo ya oshikwao shashwandiko kuku khala kuya kokule
Kwewa ya momento shana tango gasona mono.
Wala momento sha.
No.
Galumbwe. Etosha akuchwa Antonio Manenge. Shakuchwa mandengo madhigu matiwaja bukara kwa nekamba mwakala kwa nenime na kusinda. Nongwe havivuru kujantu. Ndio mandengo muziro garaga hivi. No mborongo ya mwisho kwa za kumpeni. No ngwari bona kwa kwankara yaza kongajera kwankara ntu namcha kwankara damara kamu viteko imata myono dama we damara damai o ya mono kulitanga mo Namibia munga kanshishi o ya la mo some people dama people ye ndira ke futa so bendira mo longo mukai mushishi tate kuru ana mangundu ngante kuru wa mangundu wanjora kukunga baro kugoma mangundu wanjora wa barana kingo wanjora takabaro wanga damkoshi yamshinju sambu galera ko stambi lafo kwetanga ko stambi so kuzi mangundu oyazi pombepo kuzako Nigeria, yu kamo Tanzania, yu kamo Kenya, tapunguruka yu kamo Ethiopia, tagarukako, tarengo mpito ya onjono kamo Mozambique, elimu Angola, tayamo Zimbabwe, tayamo South Africa, tayamo Namibia. Koko mwaziro nziro eni. Nderete ina tuza mevi, so twazi monti wa makuku akwe nimbeo yazi mevi meroya bamwetero ya ndishi kucho wazi meroya sano kuku yakara itayara twaza monti wa makuku uri boka tikashomeano na mtumi wa Aawambo na herere takaherera ahero kuherera ndewa datwa yakaherera amwameme takaherera yukahoka ningo maere bongobe so tatu ningi ndongo mumwazio malaka hengo tampo pipo ndongo potaika umwayo nwala konzi wakaro watirira lingwa kutopora kuchango kwaya mango kwa ruzingo shiki we shiningiro wina ma neshimarongwa mwakarare kwa kokurongwa kwenu shashomwe munuka mapunguru ngando ndarongwa mutu andite popine na ndafite popika ndombe po ya fifi akata ipungura njika ndiye merongo oshe shikucha ndina na erongo janju shiko opondika kalike po no mfi wakalo kupotsa nanye nena pambe po yo po ushipe wakarunga nendi shalongo wa Moscow la University nga ndirongwa ngendarara momposi twaturongwa momposi so twafana ubiberi bwako pamwe mwage ati bamuri mo biberi secho ngaisusu ana biberi arongwa monjozi ngekanchishi twaturongwa pambepo mudowa shikutumoruka kwetu ngetankaza mpano sinunguni mompo.
Firstly, on leadership, I think we don't need to look outside for inspiration, but inside Namibia. And I think the point I would like to make is that if you look at the elders who led the independence struggle, who brought independence, when they started the struggle, they were in their 20s. And their action was to stand up and stand up against injustice as young people. And I think that's the lesson, that actually young people need to stand up and take the lead by standing up against injustice and corruption and wrongs in society. I would just like to say, I mean, you mentioned China. What disturbs me in Namibia today, in a country which has been battered by racism and the impact of racism in its history, is now we're seeing racism in a new form in Namibia, and that is anti-Chinese racism. And I think it's important for young people to also stand up against racism if it takes new forms, against tribalism, which can also destroy a nation. And if young people don't take a stand against these things, Namibia can also be destroyed again and be fragmented. On the point of the graves, I think again there is action that people can take. We shouldn't just sit and say, isn't it a pity? My colleague here from National Heritage Council can confirm that actually any of you can approach a National Heritage Council and nominate and say this is a place of importance. It should be recognized by the National Heritage Council as a heritage site of importance and get that protection. So we can walk out today and do something about this. And that's what I'd say. Young people can make a difference, so why not?